Hello friends, today we are going to see one of the simple question from the MPSC lecturer in zoology screening test 2011. ये बहुत ही easy question है, ये हम आज देखने वाले हैं जो स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट 2011 में आया था MPSC lecturer in zoology के स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट में. Okay, so the question is following hormones are secreted by anterior pituitary except, and the options are ACTH, FSH, Prolactin and ADH. ऐसा कौन सा हार्मोन है जो एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी द्वारा सिक्रेट नहीं किया जाता? ऑप्शन है एड्रेनोकोर्टिकोट्रोपिक हार्मोन, देन FSH that is follicle stimulating hormone, prolactin, and ADH that is antidiuretic hormone. So here I'm going to explain the details of pituitary gland, structure of pituitary gland, and also which are the different kinds of hormones are there which are secreted by the pituitary gland. ये जो पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड है ये एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड है, आप सबको तो पता ही होगा, और इसको मास्टर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड कहा जाता है. और क्यों इसको मास्टर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड कहा जाता है? क्योंकि ये जो ग्लैंड है वो अदर ग्लैंड्स के, अदर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स के लाइक थायराइड ग्लैंड, एड्रिनल ग्लैंड, ये जो अदर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स है उनके फंक्शंस को कंट्रोल करती है, दैट इज उनके सिक्रीशंस को कंट्रोल करती है. देयरफॉर पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड इज कॉल्ड एज मास्टर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड. पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड को हाइपोफाइसिस भी कहा जाता है. और जो हार्मोन्स सिक्रेट किए जाता है पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड के द्वारा उसको ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन्स कहा जाता है. Now, क्यों ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन्स कहा जाता है? बिकॉज ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन्स आर द हार्मोन्स व्हिच कंट्रोल द सिक्रीशंस ऑफ अदर ग्लैंड्स एंड देयरफॉर उसको ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन्स कहा जाता है. जो हार्मोन्स पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड के द्वारा सिक्रेट किए जाता है उनको ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन्स कहा जाता है. Now, the pituitary gland itself has a master, that is the hypothalamus. Pituitary gland को एक master है और उसको hypothalamus कहा जाता है. Now, hypothalamus is a small region that is present in the brain, which is present below the thalamus, and hypothalamus is a major link between the endocrine and the nervous system. So here you have to remember that hypothalamus is a major link between the endocrine and the nervous system. Okay. सो कहाँ पे ये ग्लैंड लोकेटेड होती है? लोकेशन. नाउ ये ग्लैंड बहुत ही छोटी होती है, उसको पी यहाँ पे है, ये देखो यहाँ पे है ये ग्लैंड, ये पी शेप्ड स्ट्रक्चर की होती है, जो हमारा पी होता है, गार्डन पी. Same way the gland is like that only, and its size is about 1 to 1.5 centimeter or 0.5 inches in diameter. This gland is located in the hypophyseal fossa of the sella turcica of a sphenoid bone. So एक sphenoid करके bone होता है brain में, और उस bone में एक cavity होती है, और वो cavity is nothing but the fossa. उस कैविटी को सेला टर्सिका कहते हैं, और उस सेला टर्सिका में ये ग्लैंड लोकेटेड होती है. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे ये है सेला टर्सिका और ये है पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड. ये है एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी और ये है पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी. Now this gland is attached to the hypothalamus. ये hypothalamus को attach होती है, ये है hypothalamus with the help of a stalk, and that stalk is called as infundibulum. ये infundibulum है. Okay, so this gland is P-shaped gland or P-shaped in structure, which is about 0.5 inches in diameter. It is located in the fossa of the sella turcica of a sphenoid bone, and it attaches to the hypothalamus with the help of a stalk, and that stalk is called as the infundibulum. Now the structure, actual structure of pituitary gland. Now ये है hypothalamus, then ये है median eminence, this is infundibulum, this is posterior pituitary, and this is anterior pituitary, and this is sella turcica bone, fossa of the sella turcica bone, sella turcica of a sphenoid bone. यहाँ पे ये gland located होती है. नाउ ये जो ग्लैंड है ये दो पार्ट में डिवाइड की जाती है, दैट इज एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी एंड पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी. This anterior pituitary is also called as adenohypophysis, and posterior pituitary and the second is the posterior pituitary को भी कहा जाता है न्यूरोहाइपोफाइसिस, और ग्लैंड को हाइपोफाइसिस भी कहा जाता है. नाउ ये जो एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी है वो एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी एंड पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी बोथ आर अटैच्ड टू द हाइपोथैलेमस, एंड एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी जो हार्मोन सिक्रेट करती है, that hormones regulate a wide range of body activities like growth, reproduction, and release of anterior pituitary hormones is stimulated by the releasing hormones and the inhibiting hormones secreted by the hypothalamus. So hypothalamus some releasing hormones and some inhibiting hormones secrete करते हैं, और ये जो हॉर्मोन्स है वो एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी में जाते हैं, और इन हॉर्मोन्स की वजह से फर्दर एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी के जो सेल्स है वो डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ हॉर्मोन सिक्रेट करती है. In the next slides, we are going to see the different kinds of hormones secreted by the anterior pituitary. Then posterior pituitary actually it does not secrete any kinds of hormones, but it only stores and releases the hormones secreted by the hypothalamus. Now posterior pituitary secretes only two hormones, that is the ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone, which is also called as vasopressin, and it secretes another hormone, that is the it secretes another hormone that is called as the oxytocin. So it secretes two kinds of hormones, that is oxytocin and the ADH, that is the antidiuretic hormone or the vasopressin. So this is the table which shows the different kinds of hormones secreted by the anterior pituitary. So there are different kinds of cells present in the anterior pituitary, and different cells secrete different kinds of hormones. So there are in the anterior pituitary वहाँ पे different kinds of cells होते हैं, और वो cells different kinds of hormones secrete करते हैं. So first type of cells present in the anterior pituitary are the somatotrophs. So 50% of a population of a cells which are present in the adenohypophysis or anterior pituitary are the somatotrophs. These somatotrophs secretes the hormone which is called as the somatotropin or growth hormone. Now क्या function है इस growth hormone का? ये जो growth hormone है, it stimulates IGF production. What is IGF? Insulin growth factor production by liver. That promotes the long bone growth. ये जो somatotropin है, जो somatotroph secrete करते हैं, ये क्या करता है? Insulin growth factor production in the liver stimulate करता है. Insulin growth factor का production as well as release initiate करता है by the liver, and then it allows the growth of long bones. So overall growth of the body also takes place because of this somatotropin, which is also called as growth hormone or GH. The next are the lactotrophs. Lactotrophs secrete prolactin kind of hormone. It is responsible for promotion of milk secretion by the mammary glands in case of females. Then gonadotrophs. Gonadotrophs secrete two kinds of hormones. The first one is FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone. फंक्शन ये जो फॉलिकल स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन है, ये क्या करता है? इट प्रमोट्स ओवेरियन फॉलिकल डेवलपमेंट. जो फॉलिकल्स होते हैं, ओवरी में जो फॉलिकल्स होते हैं वो ग्रो होते हैं और वो ग्रोथ ओवेरियन फॉलिकल्स की ग्रोथ जो है वो FSH फॉलिकल स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन प्रमोट करता है. फॉलिकल स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन also allows the estrogen secretion in case of females and the spermatogenesis in case of males. Now ये gonadotropes में some cells जो होते हैं वो luteinizing hormone that is LH secrete करता है. LH in case of females and interstitial cell stimulating hormone in case of males. Now, what is this LH is doing? LH promotes follicle maturation and progesterone release in the female. So, follicle का जो maturation होता है और जो ovulation होता है 14th day को in the menstrual cycle, it mainly takes place because of the LH in case of females, and also it promotes the progesterone release or progesterone secretion. Then the further hormone, that is the ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone. It is secreted in case of males. It promotes androgen secretion from Leydig or interstitial cells in case of in the testes. Okay, then next is the thyrotropes. Thyrotropes secrete the thyrotropin, that is the TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. It promotes the thyroid hormone production and the secretion by the thyroid gland. Then corticotropes secrete hormones that is called ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, and lipotropin, which stimulates hormone secretion from the adrenal cortex of adrenal gland, and it also lipotropin regulates the lipid metabolism. So these are all the hormones that are secreted by the anterior pituitary, that is somatotropin, which is also called as growth hormone, prolactin, then FSH, LH, TSH or thyrotropin, ACTH, and the LPH, that is the lipotropin. Now, further we will see the hormones secreted by the posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary, जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा, posterior pituitary कौन से भी हार्मोन secrete नहीं करती या प्रोड्यूस नहीं करती. It only stores and releases the hormones which are produced by the hypothalamus. So these are the two hormones, that is the ADH antidiuretic hormone and the oxytocin. ADH का फंक्शन जो है, ADH को वैसोप्रेसिन भी कहा जाता है. वैसो इज द वेसल्स एंड प्रेसिन मीन्स प्रेस करना और उसकी विड्थ कम करना, दैट इज नथिंग बट द वैसोप्रेसिन. सो क्या फंक्शन है ADH का? नाम से ही हमें पता चल जाता है इसका फंक्शन क्या होगा. एंटी डाययूरेटिक हार्मोन. It mainly responsible for increasing the water reabsorption by the kidney tubules. That is, water returns to the blood. Then it decreases sweating and causes vasoconstriction in large amount. That is, जो हमारे बॉडी में वेसल्स होते हैं जो ब्लड कैरी करते हैं, उनका डायमीटर कम करने का काम ये ADH और वैसोप्रेसिन करता है. Its secretion is regulated by the decreased water content in the body, and the alcohol inhibits its secretion. अगर हमको प्यास लगी हो तो हमने ये करना चाहिए कि हमें ये क्लिक होना चाहिए कि ADH secrete हो रहा है और हमें अब पानी पीने की जरूरत है. So this is when there is a decreased water content in the body, it stimulates posterior pituitary to release the ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone. Then oxytocin, it promotes the contraction of myometrium of uterus during the childbirth, that is the labor, and also promotes release of milk from the mammary glands. And its regulation of secretion, कब ये secrete होता है? Nerve impulse from the hypothalamus, the result of stretching of cervix or stimulation of a nipple. Secretion from the placenta at the end of gestation. At the end of gestation, that is जब birth होता है बेबी का, तभी contraction, uterus का contraction होना जरूरी होता है, तब ये oxytocin release होता है. Now here there is the summary of all the hormones secreted by the anterior pituitary. Here this is the pituitary gland and this is the anterior pituitary. ये आपने यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, ये है anterior pituitary और ये है posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary only contains the axon terminals coming from the hypothalamus. Okay, it does not produce any kind of hormones. It only secretes the hormones which are produced by the hypothalamus. So first we will see the hormones from the anterior pituitary. एंटेरियर पिट्यूटरी जो हार्मोन सिक्रेट करती है वो पहले देख लेते हैं और उसके बाद पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी के हार्मोन्स देखेंगे. So the anterior pituitary gland mainly first synthesizes hormones, thyroid stimulating hormone, which goes to the thyroid gland and then allows the secretion of thyroid hormones. Then it secretes adrenocorticotropic hormone, that is ACTH, which goes to the adrenal cortex and allows adrenal cortex to secrete glucocorticoids. Then it secretes FSH as well as the luteinizing hormone, which goes to the ovary, which further allows FSH allows estrogen secretion, LH allows the progesterone secretion by the ovary, and in case of females, it allows the secretion of testosterone. Follicle stimulating hormone as well as luteinizing hormone in case of males allows the secretion of testosterone. Then most important hormone secreted by anterior pituitary is the growth hormone. Growth hormone goes to the bone, skeletal muscles of various body parts, which allows the growth of bone and skeletal muscles. Then it secretes the prolactin, which goes to the breasts in case of females, or mammary glands, allows the secretion of the milk from the mammary glands. Then the two hormones. So anterior pituitary mainly secretes TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, ACTH, that is adrenocorticotropic hormone, then FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, LH, luteinizing hormone, then GH, growth hormone, and the prolactin. So these are the hormones secreted by the anterior pituitary. Whereas the posterior pituitary secretes, we have seen the only two hormones, oxytocin. It goes to the uterus and allows the uterine contractions during the childbirth. An antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin acts on the kidneys so that the water reabsorption through the kidney tubules can take place. So these are the various kinds of hormones secreted by the anterior and the posterior pituitary. So now coming back to our question. Following hormones are secreted by anterior pituitary gland except. So हमने देखा कि ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone and prolactin, ये जो तीनों hormones है वो anterior pituitary द्वारा secrete किए जाते हैं. और एक ही जो hormone है वो है ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone, ये posterior pituitary secrete करती है. So posterior, we have seen that posterior pituitary secretes only two hormones, that is ADH and the vasopressin. So अगर यहाँ पे वैसोप्रेसिन होता तो वो आंसर आ जाता, लेकिन यहाँ पे ADH है, that is antidiuretic hormone, that is vasopressin, and ये आंसर है इस क्वेश्चन का. Following hormones are secreted by anterior pituitary except. So all these ACTH, FSH and prolactin are secreted by anterior pituitary, and ADH जो हार्मोन है वो posterior pituitary secrete करती है. So thank you. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.